I just want to take a moment to welcome everybody to the 40th anniversary People's Music Network Summer Gathering. And I just am so happy to see everybody here. We have an amazing show planned for this evening. You'll hear a few announcements at the end from me about all the fun activities afterwards, like the campfire, and possibly some information about where you're staying. And I just want to say I'm Ben Grosscup. I'm the Executive Director of People's Music Network for Songs of Freedom and Struggle. And the whole steering committee and myself are very excited to have everybody here. And with that, I want to introduce our MC for this evening, who will be helping us through the entire show, introducing various people and also orienting us, Rob Peck. Take it away, Rob.
So I'm curious, if I went through this audience right now, I wonder how many people I would find that could relate to this sentence. Over-committed and under-supported. How about over-responsible and undervalued? How about overbearing and under-investigation? Oh wait, sorry, wrong crowd. I got confused for a moment. But you know, with such a lunatic like that in the White House, it's not surprising that a lot of us feel overwrought and underslept, overextended and underrepresented, overworked and underpaid, and for some of you, that's an understatement. Now the funny thing is, before I found out about all of the diverse duties and multiple roles and amazing balancing acts all of you have to pull off every day, it's okay, I don't think anyone noticed. I used to think I was this awesome juggler. But hey, compared to what you do, no way. I mean, between your daily job demands and having to constantly be coordinating often wildly conflicting work and family schedules, battling for higher wages, I mean, you are under so much pressure, left and right. And especially if you're on the left, dealing with the far right. I mean, these days, being a political activist can just be completely the pits. Whoa, talk about feeling underarmed. You know, the list just is so long. And it can get so out of hand. Even when we bend over backwards, I can feel like we just got so many balls in the air that it gets to the point where you just go so stark, raving, bonkers. You completely bug out. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, it's not pretty. But let's face it, stress can make the best of us take the ball off our eye. Or is that take our eye off the ball? Actually, the time management gurus all come back at us from the angle that if only we could find a way to do more with less. And like magic, I might as well just say this. It's a lame excuse, but I am looking right up into lights that are juggling hell. And like magic, even the stay so calm and centered amidst all the colliding priorities and competing pressures and conflicting demands that can often feel like they're just coming at you from all sides. Okay. I dropped the ball. Literally. How many of us do it figuratively? And how many, it turns out, is partly because we're just dealing with so much stress and strain. And if there are one or two of you who are kind of hard-nosed critics sitting back thinking, I heard this guy was a hot shit juggler. I expected a lot higher rate of proficiency. Well, I have just 3 words for you. Lower your standards. Lighten them up. Life, and certainly art, isn't about perfection. It's about continuously finding new ways to be real, to be in the moment, and to make honest connection. Now, where was I? Come on, one of you tell me. Where was I? I can't even remember. And really, isn't that pretty much the whole point? The point being that with so many different variables constantly tumbling onto so many different variables constantly vying for our attention. Just trying to keep track of all the separate items that just seem to show up on our to-do list. Not to mention our didn't-do list. I mean, frankly, it's a tall order to be able to stand centered, mindfully, in the moment, attuned to every present thing, and simultaneously be so tightly focused on implementing and achieving long-range goals with right on the nose strategic positioning for multi-purpose conservation of natural resources, all while flexibly and smoothly interfacing with state-of-the-art monitoring, managing. Some of the guys are still working on it. This one's a little conceptual. Come with me on this. Mentoring. Motivating. And mastering the latest high-tech rapid response resistance mobilizations. Whoa, talk about a quick turnaround. All solidly based on caring, communal concern, and personal kindness that goes the extra mile. Just keep kissing these till you laugh. And in conclusion, as if all that wasn't enough, you're also constantly being driven by that inner idealist to persistently pursue all possible pathways.
Ooh, great alliteration.
For promoting positive, progressive programs and policies with relentless follow-through, constant outreach, bold, innovative ideas, artful networking. I saw some of you people schmoozing on the challenge. And mutually beneficial. It's not easy to come up with a juggle for mutually beneficial. Mutually beneficial, one hand washes the other. Win, win, cross-generation communication and intercollaboration with the piano. Which forges an invisible tie, an unshakable cord of community that links us in an unbreakable bond of solidarity which springboards our collective abilities to pull off the sweeping initiatives that can lead to truly knockout championing of good causes, traditional cultures, and revolutionary artistic expressions. Woo. So much, especially those who stood up. I'll keep working harder for the rest of you who remain seated. But luckily, you won't have to work hard to be able to appreciate our opening performer. We're going to kick this off with a woman who literally practices what she teaches. Marsha Taylor has a real knack for helping her students discover their inner musicality. And even though I know most of you don't have anything like that, I think you'll really genuinely enjoy what she's able to share with you. So please, let's give a warm PMN welcome to Marsha Taylor.
What he said. Rob Peck. Hi everybody, it is so great to be here. I feel like I'm home with my family, had a good meal, feels great, good to see you all, my friends old and new and ones I have not yet met. I'm going to start with a song that I have sung here before and I hope you will sing it with me. And I always thought it was the words of the great Mahatma Gandhi. Be the change you want to see in the world. Well, you may have realized if there wasn't enough controversy in the world, it apparently was not his words. So what he really said, we but mirror the world. All the tendencies present in the outer world are to be found in the world of our body. Does that include Mr. Trump? if we could change ourselves, the tendencies in the world would also change. I need some bass. I said some bass. I know what's right. I know what's wrong. And I'm done holding back. I feel oddly energized in the era of he who shall not be named. I'm gonna be the change I wanna see in the world. I'm gonna be the change I wanna see. I know what's right, I know what's wrong. I won't be holding back from now on. I'm gonna be the change I wanna see in the world. Now you could sing that with me, or you could echo me, or you could just sit there digesting your cello. Either way. I'm gonna be the change I wanna see in the world. I'm gonna be the change I wanna see. I know what's right, I know what's wrong, and I won't be holding back from now on. I'm gonna be the change I wanna see in the world. You can't stop the ocean. You can't stop the tide. You can't stop the hunger till it's satisfied. You can't stop the planet solar, and you can't stop space and time. You can't stop a person who's made up their mind. I'm gonna be the change. All right. I wanna see in the world. I'm gonna be the change I wanna see. I know what's right. I know what's right. I know what's wrong. Guess what? I ain't holding back from now on. I'm gonna be the change I wanna see in the world. The pianets over there, love it. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. Put 2 4s together, and you know the score. When we work together, oh, who knows what might be. Everything starts somewhere, so why not start with me? I'm gonna be the change I wanna see in the world. I'm gonna be the change. Oh, you sound good. I wanna see. I know what's right. I know what's wrong. I won't be holding back from now on. I'm gonna be the change I wanna see in the world. Thank you. Okay, so, well, gosh, I like you on that. So let's do more. There we go. Plant a tree for joy, and plant a tree for sorrow. Plant a tree for memory, and another for tomorrow. Life is short and talk is cheap, but hope is on the breeze. So grab a shovel and your old blue jeans, and let's go plant a tree. Plant a tree for joy. Plant a tree for sorrow. Plant a tree for memory and another for tomorrow. Life is short and talk is cheap, but hope is on the breeze. So grab a shovel and your old blue jeans. Let's go plant a tree. Let's speed that up a little bit. Okay, will you try that with me? Plant a tree for joy and plant a tree for sorrow, memory. Plant a tree for memory and another for tomorrow. Life is short and talk is cheap, but hope is on the breeze. So grab a shovel and your old blue jeans. Let's go plant a tree. People in the hospital heal more quickly when they see from their bedside window a view with trees. Trees on Main Street make us want to spend our dough downtown, helping moms and pops with shops to flourish in our town. So plant a tree for joy and plant a tree for sorrow. Plant a tree for memory and another for tomorrow. Life is short and talk is cheap, but hope is on the breeze. So grab a shovel and your old blue jeans. Let's go plant a tree. Trees take in the CO2 that's warming up the atmosphere. Then they give off oxygen so we can breathe. Trees are fighting climate change with each breath they take. Letting forests disappear is a very big mistake. Now you can plant one apple tree in a tiny city plot. Apples filling 20 bushels, that's a lot. Barren streets can increase fear and leave folks feeling meaner. Violence is less common in a place that's greener. So plant a tree for joy and plant a tree for sorrow, memory. Plant a tree for memory and another for tomorrow. Life is short and talk is cheap, but hope is on the breeze. So grab a shovel and your old blue jeans. Let's go plant a tree. Trees hold the soil in place, put moisture in the air. Natural air conditioning and lovely shade to spare. Trees are home to squirrels and bugs and birds and butterflies. Trees can hide the ugly stuff, they're easy on the eyes. Trees can bring us folks together in a common bond. Underneath the canopy, that's where we all belong. Trees are playmates, trees are teachers, trees are friends of mine. All connected in the web And this is for the 40th anniversary of our community, and may we just bring more and more people in for the long haul, you know what I'm saying? Long haul, long haul. I'm in it for the long haul. And on the day I fall, another one will rise. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. The darkest hour is just before dawn, and if the sun should rise before I'm gone, I'm gonna sing hallelujah and shout. Help me out, long haul. Long haul, long. I am in it. I am in it for the long haul. And on the day I fall, another one will rise. And I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. The darkest hour is just before dawn, and if the sun should rise before I'm gone, I'm gonna sing hallelujah and shout. I may not live to see those walls crumble and fall. I may not sit at the welcome table after all. And if my dream of peace keeps on seeming out of reach, well, I'll try a different point of view. Someday, somehow it will come true, because nothing is done in vain. I'm a link in freedom's chain, and if I forget, help me recall. I'm in it for the long haul. Here we go. Long haul, long haul. I am in it for the long haul. And on the day I fall, another one will rise. Keep on keeping on. Oh yes, the darkest hour is just before dawn, and if the sun should rise when I'm gone, oh won't you sing hallelujah for me? Oh won't you sing hallelujah for me? Oh won't you sing hallelujah for me? Hallelujah! Thank you.
In case you forgot already, that was Marsha Taylor. Our next performer, coincidentally, also practices what she teaches. Colin helps her 8th grade English students to find their voices. Her best lesson may well be her own life example, inspiring their youthful imaginations with stories of her global travels, which led to spoken word performances in both national and world poetry slams. But none of that compares to this. Please help me welcome Colin.
How's everybody doing? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use that. That was the test out. Okay. So I'm going to do some poems from my book, Dreaming in Creole. It's a book of poems that are dedicated to my Haitian heritage, history from Haiti, and my family. Seigneur parle, moi pour m'parler, tant qu'on yon écho voix qui t'aime chercher, même j'encore ou petit tout qui perdu, qui se guide, Seigneur, pour me guider, pied mon qui prend mauvais chemin, bon manger pour capable nourrir, mon qui grandou, acclamons-nous. Guidez, Seigneur, pour guider, pied mon qui prend mauvais chemin, bon manger pour capable nourrir, mon qui grandou. I dream in a language that feels like home. The words come to mind when I can't find the right ones in English, this language I learned first. The dance, the sway that sways, the dance that sways with my tongue. When parler Creole, when I speak Creole, I have the voice of Haiti in my throat, thirsting to tell stories that may never be translatable, but will always end with hope. And for that, they will always be worth telling. They cut the son's head off in C.E.A, Haiti. Poverty bleeds internally there. She lives in the city of the sun, 5 children, husband dead, murdered for supporting Titi. They beat her, they stalk her, they beat at her house. She beat them by hiding. She lives in the city of the sun, where she married again. Married a man who raped her daughter, ripped her heart more. 6 children, new baby, no money. She lives in the city of the sun, where water floods her home. Wade in the water, her family waits in the water in the city of the sun, where it seldom shines. So turn the sun on its pregnant belly over the horizon, birthing femme haitienne, Haitian women, mountain women. Behind the mountains are more mountains. Like a million hills rolling before the sun. These women carry resistance in their sweat. They walk in worn shoes, calloused feet, dark skin glistens in the noon sun. Veins map their hands. River water pumps through Haiti's dried land as their stomachs empty, sagging breasts like eroded hillsides. The women carry water on their heads, water in their wombs, water off their floors. They are potomitan, center pillars holding a collapsed house. While the sun breaks dawn like coconuts cracked open with machetes, these women bateneb, beat back the dark, turn the sun on its pregnant belly over the horizon, birthing a new day. Laugh the women, we are still here, and we run the book. Neighborhood watchers beat water out clothes on rocks, beat at water when the sun goes into labor, and you will see her. Golden flower hangs in the sky. Taino chief thief hanged for trying to negotiate peace with Columbus. These women rest in her story. Burning souls rest in her blazing sun. They cut the sun's head off in C.E.A, Haiti. These women birth a new one every day. Mountain women, militant mountains. Behind the mountains are more mountains. Like a million hills rolling before the sun. These women carry hate in their sweat. Okay, so this poem is called Beyond What They Say. And I wrote it because every time Haiti's like in the news, you know, they say Haiti, the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere, right? It's like Haiti has like a last name. They can't just say Haiti, you know, they have to say Haiti. The poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere. So, I thought, man, there's so many other things you could say about Haiti, right? So this poem is for all the people who say things about Haiti that really, they show their colors that they don't really know about Haiti. We are beyond it. They say we are the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere. We are beyond it. They say we run in hills barefoot with dust in our hair. We are beyond it. They said we made a pact with the devil that we threw hexes with voodoo to overthrow colonial gurus, but who knew? We have more people going to church than to Ugan and Lugaos, and so what? We still dance and swear hips to the music of mountains, where ancestors hit plotting when we were slaves, when we were rebels, when we were revolutionaries revolutionizing revolution until we were free. We revolted. We signed no papers. We took their papers. We made new papers. We negotiated with no one. 1804 spent war on our kidnappers and won our independence because we were people. We were people with dreams. We had lost our mothers. We had lost our land. We had lost our fathers. We had lost ours. We were angry. We were hopeful. We were determined. We were black. We were black blue. We were the people, Negroes, la pelle des Antilles. We were the richest colony in the world. Sugarcane, cotton, cocoa, tobacco, and indigo, Haiti. Land of mountains in the Arawak language. Despite poverty's winds, we stand like mountains. Despite terror's rain, we stand like mountains. Despite the drought of debt, the flood of false promises only redefines our size. We don't move for the convenience of others. We are mountains. We stood like we stood aside Americans fighting in the American Revolution, fighting for their freedom while we were still slaves. We stand like Boukman, like Toussaint, like Christophe, like Jean-Jacques Dessalines, Emperor King. We stand like Wyatt, who let black Americans emigrate to Haiti before ethnicity, before island rivalry, before when just being black was the thing to be because we were one, we were African, period. They say we're not American, but the American city Chicago was founded by a Haitian, Jean-Baptiste Pointe-Sable. They say we live in hell. We live on earth, in Altibonite, Gonaïves, Port-au-Prince, Jacmel, Brooklyn, Boston, Miami, Spring Valley, Georgia, Montreal, France, the world. They say you can't even pick up a prostitute down there without genuine fear of AIDS. Well, you can't pick up a prostitute anywhere without genuine fear of AIDS. They say our literacy rate is high. We are beyond it. We have become linguists. We speak French, Creole, Spanish, and English. We have become presidents, prime ministers, doctors, lawyers, RNs, LPNs, teachers, poets. We were enslaved, we were taken, but we have become Haiti, the second oldest republic in the Western Hemisphere after the United States, the oldest black republic in the world. For our sons, for our daughters, for our freedom, we make dying beautiful. And it doesn't matter now what they say. They say we are the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere. I say we are beyond it. Yeah. All right, I got one more. Yeah. Y'all enjoying this? Okay, so this poem is called Up Ahead We'll See, and I'm going to teach you a little Creole, all right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to say P. P. Like you're going to go P. Yeah. Devant.
Devant.
Good. Good. All right. Na. Where. Okay. So let's try to put that together.
All right.
P devant, na where. P devant, na where. All right. I like this. I've never done this whole crowd participation with this one, so it's going to be experiments. All right. We're going to do Peter Van Awet again, but we're going to add the second time, na comprend, Huki. Okay, so listen to me first. Peter Van Awet, Peter Van comprend, Huki. Okay, let's try that. Peter Van Awet, Peter Van comprend, Huki. Okay, all right, so. It means up ahead we'll see, up ahead we'll understand why. Right. So you'll hear me, and then if you want to just jump in, you can do it. Cool? Cool. The poem was written in 2010 after the earthquake that happened in Haiti. Peter Van Awet, Peter Van comprend Huki, Peter Van Awet, Peter Van comprend Huki. Up ahead we'll see, up ahead we'll understand why, up ahead we'll see, up ahead we'll understand why. Our eyes rise to the skies like dry months, no replies rain down except the tears from our eyes. Tonight we see the stars, and they are our only company. And for those of us who cannot see from beneath debris, hear the men, women, children scream, "Amway! Qu'est pitié, have mercy." And we wait. We wait. We wait. We wait for our hungry stomachs to survive another day of waiting, for our tongues to taste more than our spit, and our lungs to breathe the air again, though stench with the decay of rotting bodies. Our eyes long to see the living pulled out from the rubble and walking among us again. We don't sleep. We wait for the earth to shake again and again and again. And again, so many times we all rest outside under a star-studded sky. It has become our blanket. It has become our roof. It has become our truth of newfound possibility as we walk the streets of Kafu and Leogan and Port-au-Prince confused. The palace has become a center for aid. We wait to see what real changes this earthquake has made, will make. The Cathédrale, Palais National are gone, but we remain strong. Our businesses, our hospitals, our schools, our homes have crumbled, but we still dig through the rubble. We still dig. We are still here. And we wait for God. We wait for the world. We are still here. And we are still strong. At night, we fill the air with song. The earth cannot shake our hope. Our hope lives inside us, and we will survive this, despite all questions. Why? Our answer is Peter Van Awet, Peter Van comprend Huki, Peter Van Awet, Peter Van comprend Huki. Up ahead we'll see, up ahead we'll understand why, up ahead we'll see, up ahead we'll understand. Peter Van Awet, Peter Van comprend Huki, Peter Van Awet, Peter Van comprend Huki. Up ahead we'll see, up ahead we'll understand, up ahead we'll see, up ahead we'll understand. At night we fill the air with song. Our hope remains unshaken. At night we fill the air with song. That's why we sing. Peter Van Awet, Peter Van comprend Huki, Peter Van Awet, Peter Van comprend Huki. Up ahead we'll see, ahead will understand. Up ahead will see. Up ahead will understand. Peter Van Away. Peter Van Away. Peter Van Away. Peter Van Away. Up ahead will understand, up ahead will see, up ahead will understand. Peter Van Now, Peter Van Now, Peter Van Now, call one cookie, Peter Van Now, Peter Van Now, Peter Van Now, call one cookie, Peter Van Now, Peter Van Now, Peter Van Now, call one cookie, Peter Van Now, Peter Van Now, Peter Van Now, call one cookie, up ahead will see, up ahead will understand why. Up ahead will understand why. Yeah.
So if you're a creative person, at some point you've probably struggled with writer's block. Have I got great news? Tomorrow, Saturday at 2:15, the Dynamic D will be leading a workshop called Breaking You Free from Writer's Block. This is a beautiful sign.
Yes.
It's also a beautiful sign. I doubt you'll be able to read it from the back, but what it says is, why would people rather see two men holding guns than two men holding hands? I take a wild guess there's not a person in this room who would want to pay another penny to the military-industrial complex, but if there was a love army, I bet a lot of us would gladly sign up. And in the Love Army, there would be our next performer. Our next performer would be in the Love Army because he would not only be the best, he would take it even to a higher spiritual level because he is Tem Blessed.
Uh-oh. Word up. Thank you. Thank you. Make some noise for Rob, y'all. That was the most amazing introduction I've ever heard. And also Dee, who just went on, my sister from IT. Gotta let out that shiki too, you know what I'm saying? She came out ready. She came out ready. So yeah, man. So yeah, it's a blessing to be here with all of you. My name is Tem Blessed, originally from West Africa, Cabo Verde. Then started now living in Western Mass. All right, in Hadley. Yes. But my name, that's my stage name. My real name is Themistocles Ferreira, and Themistocles was a Greek general, orator, and for me, I see myself as a soldier for love, a general for peace. I wage love in the streets, fight so everyone can eat, roof over your head and shoes on your feet, a shirt on your back and a bed for you to sleep in. But we ain't sleeping, we stay woke. My third eye sees everything we spoke. These words we wrote to lift our boats, ride waves, we ain't slaves, chains get broke, right? And so that's what we're doing here, right? We're using this word, this sound, this power, and this music. And I was checking out Gaia yesterday. Anybody hip to Gaia, that station? It's pretty profound. And this brother was talking about the power of sound. And, you know, we're all familiar. I'm not religious by any chance, but definitely spiritual. But, you know, we always heard, like, you know, and God said, let there be light. And in my mind, my scientific mind, that's when the Big Bang occurred, right? But this idea that sound came first, right? So there was, let there be light. So there was the words, and then, you know, and so, you know, that was blew my mind, and it was deep. But I, you know, grew up in New Bedford, Massachusetts. Yeah, New B. And, you know, went to school at UMass Amherst and got a degree. Graduated with a degree in legal studies, minor in sociology, minor in Afro-American studies. And I say that mainly because a lot of people see MCs and they think, you know, we just, I don't know, just hanging around the corner, came up with the stuff, you know, but, and I also say that to my students because I work with youth also, just to let them know, like, in order to be an MC, a real poet, you need to study and you need to find the words and, you know, and educate yourself. And that's really how, at least for me, how I'm seeking enlightenment and looking to achieve that one day, maybe many lives from now. But, really, it's, you know, I worked with youth for so many years, but I went to this conference called Connected for Change, and, you know, really got my mind blown, met people, great people like Van Jones and Bill McKibben, Naomi Wolf, folks like that. And there was this brother talking about the bees, and how the bees were no longer going back to their hives. And as a poet, you know, it's my responsibility to spread the word and the knowledge. And so I was like, I am the bee. Pollinate truth if you choose to see. Pollinate the youth to truly be free. Pollinate love, let's all agree. Now, keystone species, we need these bees. Honey, they pollinate most of the things you eat. Funny, they do this for free, without a fee. Billions in produce produced nationally. Now, millions of bees have abandoned their hives. If they disappear in 4 years, human race will die. Now, that's a quote from the famous scientist Einstein. It's logical to anyone with half a mind, man. It's horrible where you think you're gonna run and hide. It's possible for us to combine and stop these lies. Respect all lives, wherever it resides, whether plant, algae, bacteria, or fungi. That's right, it's time for us to vocalize, cause if the bees die, then we too die. That's right, it's time for us to strategize, cause if the bees die, then we too die. I am the bee. Pollinate truth if you choose to see. Pollinate the youth to truly be free. Pollinate love, let's all agree. I am the bee. Say, I am the bee.
I am the bee.
Say, I am the bee.
I am the bee.
Say, I am the bee.
I am the bee.
Say, I am the bee.
I am the bee.
That's right, be the bee, y'all. Word up, yeah. And you know, I learned something, and I didn't get the sister's name, but you know, I used to see, like, you know, be the change you wish to see, right? Like Gandhi, but now we learned that he said it like deeper levels, but it's good that somebody was able to kind of, like, you know, simplify it for us common folk. But yeah, so we're gonna get into, cause yeah, I definitely a soldier in the Love Army, and I ask each and every one of you if y'all want to, you know, you all already are soldiers in the Love Army doing your things, but this is a national movement connected with Van Jones. That's like a general, even though he doesn't like that term, so he's too humble, right? But lovearmy.org, y'all, if y'all want to connect with that. But give it up for Howie too. Howie's been on you know, the man behind the sound. Howie, go ahead and play that next track, man. We're gonna get into this. Yes, indeed. Word up. So I got a band, Blessed Energy, but I'm here representing a whole crew. So love is the most powerful force in the universe. At the opposite spectrum, there's hate and fear. And I, like many of my brothers and sisters, have survived the police attack in the past. And when I'm confronted by this hate and this fear, you know, I gotta remind myself that, you know, there's something wrong with them, right? So I gotta ask them, are you afraid of my skin or what's within? Cause beyond this living sunlight, this melanin is a millennium of intelligent gentlemen, godlike, the opposite of Zimmerman, strong like Trayvon Martin. We can't fight, we stand our ground till it's all right. But this long night never seems to end. Although we speak to make you understand, we bend, we compromise. But what about our black lives? Did Michael Brown really need to die over some cigaritos? Where are the superheroes? Over Lucy's? Where are the Bruce Lees? When I was younger, I thought my heroes were the cops until I got stopped and then I got dropped. So then my heroes became the Black Panthers. Lack of justice turns to black anger. The system will strangle ya. I can't breathe. Oh, say, can you see? Eric Gardner couldn't breathe. We all saw the videotape. There's no debate. Broken system I hate wants me to wait. Sorry, Charlie, but my patience is long gone. Plus I'm way too black and way too strong, and we got white allies by our side. Take out police brutality like apartheid. In this long walk we march with Mandela, Dr. King and Selma through the Mississippi Delta. We march with Malcolm X and Harriet Tubman. March with Rosa Parks, I see freedom coming. March with Frederick Douglass, Garvey and Carney. With my ancestors behind me, they can't harm me. Not the National Guard, nor the Army. March non-violently, cloaked by the words of Gandhi. Break these chains of racism, emancipated, I'm the master. Cause black lives matter. Break these chains of racism, emancipated, I'm the master. Cause black lives matter. That's right, y'all. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Yeah, say it with me. Black lives matter. That's right, y'all. Black lives matter. They beat us, they choke us, stomp us with their boots. Hands up, don't shoot. They tase us, they shoot us, stomp us with their boots. Hands up, don't shoot. They beat us, they choke us, stomp us with their boots. Hands up, don't shoot. They tase us, they shoot us, stomp us with their boots. Hands up, don't shoot, don't shoot. Don't shoot, 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 shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. Don't shoot, don't shoot. Dedicated to many. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. So we keep. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, so we keep marching. Love being here because, I didn't even have to tell y'all to say Black Lives Don't Matter, Black Lives Matter. Because, every time we say that, people want to come at us with some other stuff. And it's crazy. And I had a dream, right, like just the other day that, and it was dope, it was epic. It was like one of those like movie dreams where and I went back in time and Martin Luther King was there, and I was like, oh, this is Martin. And I was like talking to him and, I started telling him about like Black Lives Matter, and he was like, what do you mean? You guys have, and he was bugging because he was like, you gotta tell people like, yeah, my life matters, like my family's life matters, and they're like, no, all life matters. What are you gonna do, I'm glad I got all of y'all here because you guys can help our other brothers and sisters. Because I'm kind of a little frustrated. At this point, I'm like, Kalia, can you help him out? I'll talk to my brother. But anyway, man, so let's get into this next track. We're just gonna keep it moving. I don't got too much time, and we got some amazing performers coming up after me. So yeah, Howie, drop that next track. And this one is for, those Americans that think that, racism and all that nonsense is what America is, when we know that America is beautiful because of the diversity, right? And all the different folks. Yeah, we the Americans we've been waiting for. We don't want more war, we want peace, love, and universal law, universal health care, and corporate welfare. Reparations for those enslaved, hell yeah. No fracking nowhere. Strength of the black bear, First Nation heritage, Confederate flag axe here. Klan gets a mass here, Trump's toupee snatch here. Make America hate again? That's so last year. Of course all lives matter. Why black lives matter less? Put cameras on all your vests so we can watch you and all the rest. Do the right thing and they won't be massive protests. We vote yes. Free state college, fossil fuels abolished. Stop deceiving the people, teach them real knowledge, like how to gain wealth and maintain health. Stop working for someone else and work for ourselves. That's right. Americans, pump your fists up. Put your fists up. Yeah, we the real Americans, right? That we've been waiting for, right? For real. Let's take this country back, right? All these racist Somebody say resist, resist. Say uplift, uplift. Say resist, resist. Say uplift, uplift. That's what we're gonna do, right? Let's listen to my sister Nadia. I wish she was here. She's got an amazing voice. Y'all will meet her another day, right? Word up. Listen. So what you telling me? I ain't got a right to be free? I ain't got a right to be happy, a right to be me? I ain't got a right to choose if and when to have a family, a right to marry, a right to equal salary, and what you spraying in our skies though? I see those planes flying high, geoengineering so we die slow, mass incarcerating the people, the new Jim Crow. We active, not cynical, saying no to GMOs. We say yes to social justice, or social unrest will take over the Oval Office. We want to be prosperous, not just the 1%, but the populace. Hack your banks, where's Anonymous? We honor this commitment to Mother Earth. Stand with stand and rock until I'm laying in the dirt. We don't discriminate against any religion, whether Muslim or Christian, Buddhism or Hinduism. Listen, yeah, now pump your fists up. Yeah, pump your fists up. Yeah, the Americans we've been waiting for, right? Right in this room. Word up. Let's take this country back. Let's take the world back, man. All these corporate vampires. Word up. Yeah. Keep shining that light. Yeah. Somebody say resist. Resist. Say uplift. Uplift. Say resist. Resist. Say uplift. Uplift. We will persist, right? Persist. Yeah. Persist. Fight. Persist. Fight. Persist. Fight. Persist. Fight. Persist. Fight. Persist. Fight. Yes, indeed. Word up. That's my DJ. I'll have you on the cut. Word up. Let's go to the next track, Howie. Yeah. Make some noise, y'all. Make some noise for yourselves. Yeah. Word up. So I got a last track right here. Actually, pause that real quick, Howie. If you could pause that. So, you know, with Trump getting out of this Paris climate agreement. Ooh, right? It's funny because some people don't even want to say his name, right? But I'll be like, fucking Trump, it sucks, right? But anyway, yeah, it sucks, right? Because we know the future's in doubt. The moment is now. We gotta make a change every city, every town. Disappearing glaciers, hurricanes, and drought. We gotta make a change. We'll show you how. I say the future's in doubt. The moment is now. We gotta make a change every city, every town. Disappearing glaciers, hurricanes, and drought. We gotta change. I'll show you how. Yeah, drop that. Now you can drop that word up. So that's just a quick little intro for us to change, rearrange this thing. But I feel like I'll be speaking to the choir. Like, you all know about climate change, climate chaos, all this madness, and it's looking pretty bleak. I mean, at this point, because I think I'm in like the right audience. I feel like I think they got another planet, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They got another planet. I don't know if y'all heard the announcement. NASA like a few months ago, they were like, we found a few planets over here. Might take us a long time, but we might develop some technology and some of y'all might be coming there. So, I don't know, man. I think, I'm just telling you. Because they're just reckless, right? They're just like drilling. They're like, nah, look, we got other planets to go on some Elysium type stuff. But anyway, man, so Now we'll drop it, yeah. So bring it from the beginning. Bring it to the beginning, please. So I feel like this generation will be the generation to solve the climate crisis, right? Right? Yeah. So when I say generation, I want you to say now. Take action, you say now. Generation, now. Now is the time, take action. Now. Your time to shine, generation. Now. Now is the time, take action. Now. Your time to shine, generation. Now. Now is the time, take action. Now. Your time to shine, generation. Now. Now is the time, take action. Now. Your time to shine. They say it's hard to organize around science. I say atmospheric chemistry. You say silence, cause he's bored, she yawns. I'm ignored. Now I'm gone. You're like, psst, what was that for? But let's examine this challenge that we've been handed. Previous generations left us stranded, abandoned, and I can't stand it. The CO2's like a hot blanket around a cool planet. Polar ice caps melted. Polar bears will soon vanish. You don't care. You a buffoon kid. That's me being candid. Honestly, smart people know it's all connected. If you use your common sense and logic, then you'll get a generation. Now is the time, take action. Your time to shine, generation. Now is the time, take action. Your time to shine. Word, say word, just the tip of the iceberg. Category 5 hurricane, not a nice word. Katrina, FEMA, climate change, Hiroshima. We can build a brighter future. Now you label me a dreamer. They might say that I'm a dreamer, but I know I ain't the only one. I'm golden, son, solar powered with a golden tongue. I'm hoping, son, we'll come together and overcome. This climate crisis is affecting everyone. Like 1, 2, 1, 2. What you gonna do? Change the way that we live in, cause we need to. I'm talking about changing our lifestyle. It sounds wild, but I guarantee to be worth the while. Now if you're wondering where to begin, let your boy 10 Bless break down the top 10 like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Say this to the youth, right? That it. 1, creation, LEDs in ovation. Those old light bulbs, replace them. 2, unplug your stuff when they're not being used. Cell phone chargers of vampires, dude. 3, buy green, buy less, buy local, buy fresh, buy organic, and yes, buy blessed. 4, be aware what you wear, man. You got 14 sneakers, do you need another pair? Like 5 or 6, I'll throw you in the mix. I say reduce, reuse, recycle. That's it. 7, get off of the water that's bottled. You ought to use it reusable with filtered tap water. Like 8, to reiterate, eat local. A garden started, a shop at the farmer's market. 9, it's about time to cut some carbon off. At least one day of the week, bike, bus, or walk. 10, tell your family and friends. Put out the word and help them comprehend. Generation, now is the time, take action. Your time to shine, generation. Now is the time, take action. Your time to shine, generation. Now is the time, take action. Your time to shine, generation. Now is the time, take action. Your time to shine. Word up. Thank you very much, y'all. My name is 10 Bless. You also check me out, 10bless.com. I got CDs for sale. We do this for the youth. We do this for all y'all. Love y'all. Thank you so much for each and everything you do. Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a brief pause to have a public service announcement for CRS. Can't remember squat.